Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. It's been just under a week. I went on holiday. I didn't plan any videos, which is the first time I haven't planned videos for when I've gone like on holiday, I think for the first time. So I apologize for not posting for so long, but we are back and yeah, it was good fun. Although the weather in Amsterdam was worse than in the UK, but I guess you don't really go to Amsterdam for the weather, but especially in the winter. But we're gonna react to when delusional woke people get owned. I do all kinds of reactions. This will probably piss a few people off. If you're someone who's woke, or you're someone who's just maybe you I don't know, you just don't you get offended easily, I guess don't watch this reaction. I react to all kinds of stuff. I don't really take sides. I'm just here to laugh at, I guess, some silly, like, I guess silly opinions or silly people saying silly things. I don't know, but we're going to check this out. Hopefully going to enjoy. And yeah, links also in the description to my Patreon, where you can see reactions I can't post to YouTube. And yeah, let's jump into this video. Ow.
Down here, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, binary, all colours of the fucking rainbow.
What? I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, the owner of that billboard is probably now being cancelled.
Oh, there's someone talking. I'm going to move this up here because I assume he's going to pop up a few times. I have no idea.
And labelled as a transphobic.
99% of trans people, and it says, you know, at the end of the film, there's no long-term studies of transition regret, but from what we do have, like 99% of trans people do not go on to regret their transition, right?
Do you know who that study was done by?
I don't remember, and like
So his name is Dr. Jack Turbin, and he's actually funded by
Factors leading to detransition among transgender and gender diverse people.
AbbVie. AbbVie is a pharmaceutical company that gives money or does create cross-sex hormones and puberty blockers. Jack Turbin is essentially paid by people who benefit from you being on cross-sex hormones.
Oh.
And so he's the one that's put that study out, and he's the one that's given you that statistic. So it's not to say that I'm not negating who you are, or who you believe you are, but that's not a true statistic.
That just goes to show, bro, these big companies, they'll just sort of basically, whatever pays them the best, they'll sort of go towards, you know. That's quite scary that someone who's getting funded like that can give out these statistics and then no one really knows who's giving these statistics out. Jeez.
So get your facts straight.
These statistics are also really dangerous for kids who are the most vulnerable and end up getting caught up in it and believing it. You know, if you're a grown-ass man that wants to identify as a donkey, then you go ahead, as long as you're not putting it on kids and kids aren't being lied to. Especially now there's actually dumbass places allowing kids to make these type of decisions on their own.
See, I don't know, how does it even work? I don't really understand. I know there's a lot of stuff on the internet about this, but what is the age of consent in terms of wanting to transition? I don't really understand it. I know there was someone in my school who was in like year 7 and then they transitioned throughout like into like, I don't know, I guess year 8. I don't know, I can't even fully remember, but I don't know if there's a surgery involved. Can you have surgeries when you're like a kid, or is it only when you become an adult you can have surgeries? How does it even really work? I don't really know, but yeah, when it's, I don't know, like being pushed on kids as if it's like you have to do something, or you should, it's like sort of being told that they should do this. I do find it a bit strange. I have no problem with anyone, like I don't have any problems with anyone being anything, right? Like you can do what you want with your life, but just as a kid, like kids are vulnerable, man. Let them just sort of live their life and just be kids. Don't push things upon them, like anything really.
Trans women should be allowed to compete in women's sports.
I think for me, it's not a question of whether or not trans women can compete in sports. It's a question of how can we change the institution of sports? Kind of like why I wanted to actually ask you all, like, what has your relationship to sports been?
I don't think you have to have a direct relationship to sports to realize that women are being affected by this issue.
This is a topic that I thought a lot of people are definitely, is very, I don't know how it's so, I don't know if it's split. I don't know how there's two sides to this. I feel like this should just be an answer. That there's an easy answer to this. Like, in female sports, you've had like athletes basically just dominating because, I guess, of the benefits of having like a lot of their life spent as a man. And then they transition, and then they go into these sports, and it's just like, God damn, how is this allowed? I don't know if it's changing. I swear there was a law recently that basically said, I don't know in what sport it was, but it's basically sort of pushing like this to happen more in future. I don't know what sport it was. Maybe it was just the Olympics or something. I don't know.
And I do reject the idea of equity. There's a reason that women's sports are less funded and less watched than men's sports. It's because men seem to excel athletically, and they seem to press the bounds of athleticism way farther than women do. We now exist on a slippery
She's
slope.
cooking.
If it's female sports, is it then female locker rooms? Is it then female prisons, which we're now seeing becoming an issue here in California?
Yeah, because it's getting crazy out here. There's 50-year-old men identifying as 15-year-old girls.
I saw this. This was quite a long time ago. Oh, it was actually recently. I guess this is another one. This just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know if they actually like. Wait, so parents alarmed by 50-year-old trans swimmer competing against. Wait, so that. Oh my god. So I was just thinking the person was just saying they're a teen or whatever, but they weren't actually allowed to do anything. This is mental. What? Parents alarmed by 50-year-old trans swimmer competing against teen girls. That is fucking goddamn it. Oh my god, that is mental.
Competing in their sports and changing in their dressing rooms.
I'm sure you've seen the guy in Canada, the 50-year-old man that identified.
I think this is where I saw it from.
As a 15-year-old girl, and got to change in the young girls' locker room and got to compete with these young girls. It's utter, complete insanity.
Psychosis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, you're 50. You're not 15. Period. That's not negotiable. Yeah. You know, you live a certain amount of time. Period. You can't say I identify as a baby and then wear diapers and have everybody take care of you. That's fucking crazy.
I assume there's people that do that. I'm gonna be real. There's probably a kink for that or something, honestly.
Why do the liberals ruin everything, dude? Yo, I tried to play FIFA online last night for the first time.
Don't tell me.
The libs butt FIFA so badly. Of course, the female players are in there. So your team's ladies. And their ratings are the same.
What?
The first player I got was like a 91 overall lady. I immediately traded her. I took a...
The thing is, I know exactly what he's talking about because I play FIFA. That's like the number one game that I play. I know exactly what he's talking about.
60 overall Korean goalkeeper over her. I was like, dude. Every single female player I got, no matter what their rating was, quick sell for $0.
Bro.
Sold them for free.
It's not that deep. Come on.
Did you traffic
get them off my roster. I trafficked them. I just get rid of them.
Yeah, that's because the women are just as good at football as the men. They're just as fast, they're just as strong, they're just as popular. They should be paid the same.
See, look, I mean, I understand this. It's a bit silly because they're nowhere near as good, but I think it's relative to their sort of ability because no one actually thinks they're anywhere close to the ability of the men. I think it's just relative, right? So for the female leagues, there'll be this rating, and it's the best female players, and it's just comparing them to the best male players. It's a bit silly, but it's not that deep. It's just a game, but people were pissed off by this. I'm not really fussed, but I understand it to a degree. I mean, it is a bit silly, but it's not that deep.
Hey, said nobody ever with a brain.
Left-wing people are a different breed. Proudly displayed on some houses in Melbourne's more fashionable suburbs are these...
We are proud to acknowledge I'm not going to say that, people as the traditional owners of this. I've seen this as well. Oh, God, this is like recent news. But this was the family, and then they ended up going to the house and trying to like go into the house or something.
Plaques that proclaim that the Aboriginal Wurundjeri people are the traditional owners of their land. So I thought, seeing they acknowledge it's really Aboriginal land, and seeing Aborigines want their land back, what better opportunity for a land transaction?
Oh, he set it up. I thought it was like legit and they were trying to go there. He just set this up. Oh, wow.
Crow up there telling us.
Oh, this is incredible.
Hello.
We've seen your plaque here on the wall. We're the Wurundjeri people.
Really?
Yeah.
We come in, we've seen the sign.
All right.
See, we haven't got anywhere to stay, so we're thinking, we might just stay here for about 1 or 2 months or something.
We saw your sign there and we thought, I don't know about that.
No, it's just...
I'm very switched up quick.
No, we won't be much trouble. How did you know about it?
With a sign.
We saw that sign there.
We wouldn't ask only for the sign.
Oh, yeah, it's a sign. It's a sign there.
I know the sign. I don't know who put it up there, so...
Oh, well, we'll just leave it in the backyard.
Yeah,
We'll cook you up a feed.
There's some local rabbits we can hunt down and grab, cook it up. Yeah. If you like rabbit, we can share.
Yeah, get some witches drop for everything.
No one's here at the moment. That's the problem.
We can wait. We'll have a big crockery. We'll set up and we'll sing.
I don't know what to do.
No, we could just
Yeah,
set a
but
fire
we
right there.
thought we'd come get some hot water. We want to make a cup of tea.
You can come in and have a cup of tea, but I don't know about the rest of it, hey? Like...
Yeah, you want a cup of tea? Come on in.
Can we have a cup of tea? Sure.
Let's go and have a cup of tea.
Well, it looks like this mission hasn't been.
I mean, she seems nice. It's a bit silly. I mean, this is a funny topic. I'm not gonna lie.
Total failure.
I mean, they weren't against us and they wasn't for us. I think they're still stunned.
Like so many people these days, they're virtue signalers who don't actually give a shit about their land or those people. They couldn't care less. In fact, they'd have probably been the ones participating in taking the land if that had meant that back in the day they were doing the virtuous thing.
The age of enlightenment has now become the age of entitlement. How's it
Are we in an age?
got like this?
Yeah, I'm not sure it entirely has, though, Piers. I think we make progress because one generation challenges the one ahead of them. That's how it is. Now, they don't always get it right, but I'm with those girls in that school. They challenged the teacher. She lost the classroom. They wanted the teacher to address them in.
They're at a girls' school, Kevin.
But one of them wasn't identified.
Literally, their parents have said, we want to send our little girl to a girls' school, which is called a girls' school.
Yeah,
and then when a teacher has the audacity to call them girls, they go nuts.
What? Oh my god, I can't be arsed, man. Fuck me. I'm not even old. I'm 22, right? I mean, I'm not like a teen anymore. I know, crazy, right? Such a smart thing to say. So I left school like 6 years ago. And I'm assuming this is them just to, like, them being acknowledged as girls is, like, now seen as offensive. And this is just hurting my head. I don't know what to say. Especially if it's a girls' school. I mean, in pretty much any situation, I find it baffling as well. But in a girls' school. Oh, my... God damn.
And the teacher then eventually has to leave.
Piers, they challenged the teacher. The teacher stands on her authority and says, no, I'm doing it my way. If that teacher had spoken to them, had a dialogue, understood it. Look, one of them wasn't identifying as a girl. I just don't see what...
So the teacher got sacked? Wait, what?
The big problem is. I
In
genuinely do not
that
see
case,
what the problem is.
If you don't... Here's what the problem is. If you don't identify as a girl, don't go to a bloody girls' school. Esther, have I got nuts?
Well, what if one of them identified as a tree? Would you say
Yes.
hello, I don't know, flora and fauna?
Well,
I mean,
before I went away, I identified
I went to a girls' school.
identified as a black lesbian, as you know, Esther, and your cackle went around the world.
Don't set her off again.
But this is the problem. If anyone can identify as anything they like, then this insanity just goes everywhere.
You know, 20 years ago, they'd have probably checked these donut girls into a psych ward. You go to a girls' school, you're a girl, and you get offended when a teacher calls you girls.
I didn't know this story. And now I've heard it, I'm like, God damn, there's going to be so many stories that are just going to blow my mind in terms of how silly they are. Bloody hell, it's crazy, man.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
How can you possibly bully a teacher into apologizing for calling you a girl?
It's how you set the rules and how you then govern that school.
Kevin, you
and
don't,
I think
Kevin,
no,
I've known
I
you a
think
long time.
kids should have a say.
You don't believe this.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You
Look,
don't think a bunch of
Piers,
girls in a girls'
Piers,
school
a
should have the
girl-
right to drive a teacher out
a
for calling
girl.
them girls?
No, I'm sorry the teacher is gone, but I don't believe the teachers handled it as well as they.
She said, "Good afternoon, girls."
That's a baby. Did you?
Yummy. You want it?
Did you know that chickens are only 6 weeks old when they're sent to slaughterhouses and then they have their throats slit?
Oh.
So you're eating
Bro smiling, bro. He's going to piss her off, man.
a baby.
Oh, that's yummy.
Fucking hell. Oh, it's going to set her off.
If I gave you a live baby chicken, what do you think your first reaction would be? Would you be saying, "Oh, that's yummy"?
Eat it, yeah.
What? So you'd murder that chicken and then eat their bodies?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, right.
See, not all the young generation are like too woke, bro. Like, this is an older girl trying to sort of, I guess, put it onto someone. I guess, like being vegan. I wouldn't say it's woke, right? I fully respect people who are vegan, and I understand it. But she's trying to force us upon this kid And he's just having none of it, bro. He's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the piss here.
And why do you think it's good to eat animals and murder them? Why do you think it's good to be an animal abuser?
Yeah, man. Take it all.
Why do you think it's a good thing to abuse and murder babies?
I know, because it's yummy.
You know, why do you think it's a good idea to keep debating little kids in public with barely anything on? She was doing this in the last video as well. I just think that she loves the attention because it attracts more Sims to her OnlyFans, which she says that
she's one of those girls. She probably just promotes it on the flipping videos. God damn it.
she selflessly created to save animals.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
So does taste justify forcing someone into a gas chamber and having their throat slit?
Is it arse out? Sorry, I'm just looking. Is it arse
Taste
out?
justify
No, it's not.
forcing
Just inspecting, all right?
someone into a gas chamber and having their throat slit? Yes, so that means it's okay for me to force you into a gas chamber because I might like the taste of human meat. Yeah? Shame on you.
Sad life, man. You're just doing this for attention. You probably don't even believe what you're saying. I think this is just someone who's on the internet just trying to get a view. She knows this is going to piss people off, so she's doing it. I don't even know if she's necessarily even woke. She's just... I mean, it's woke. She's doing woke stuff, but I don't know if she's actually a woke human. She just seems someone who's out there to piss people off. And she's probably just saying stuff to say it.
I was just wondering if you want to... I bought them for you. Would you
You
like...
bought them for me.
Just for you.
Do you know who that is?
It's my granddad's chicken, actually.
So that's a baby chicken.
No, it's an adult one. He's already
How do you
died.
know?
He showed me. Does your baby want a nugget?
Imagine thinking that you're masculine for eating a baby who had their throat
No,
slit.
it's an adult. He already died.
Chickens are 6 weeks old when they're murdered. Yeah?
Forget what I said. She's very woke. She's just... And look, she's bloody naked. Jesus Christ. What is happening to people?
Think you're funny coming up to a vegan eating someone's murdered body? Do you think that's funny? For murder victims.
nugget.
Oh, he's back because this guy is so fucking triggered. He thinks that he's such a masculine. He's gonna get all the bros some babies to eat. Yeah.
This is all that tends to happen when you get these donuts trying to force their ideas onto other people, whether it's to do with food or religion. It ends up making people do the opposite. If she comes up to me in the street and she starts trying to force me to eat a vegan burger, I'm more likely to go and eat a hamburger.
Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow is being replaced by a black woman because, of course.
Wait, they're making more Pirates of the Caribbeans?
Disney's considering actress Ayo Edebiri, so sorry I don't know how to say her name, as a replacement for Depp. Her character is allegedly named Anne. The role is based on the life of Anne Bonny, a 17th century female pirate. Yes. They decided to pick a real person and give her a race swap.
Someone said, I can't wait for Ryan Gosling to play Obama. Apparently she was a pirate with red hair and green eyes, and now she's being played by a black woman, which makes sense now in 2024. But just imagine if a red-haired, green-eyed woman was playing the role of, I don't know, Oprah Winfrey.
See, this stuff doesn't bother me. I just find it quite funny because it's it's just a bit like, okay, what's happening here then? I mean, if I watched the film, I wouldn't really clock this, you know, but I guess it's just a funny change of, I don't know, just how the person's just suddenly changed skin tone. Although, is it based on a real person? I don't really know who the actual character is in reality.
People would be going fucking crazy. There's no way they'd allow it to happen.
To make important investments.
That's facts, by the way.
To address the roadway safety.
When you see it like that, like the opposite around, you do definitely fully understand. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not gonna say not right, but it's a bit okay. Like, well, it doesn't work one way, but it works the other, you know.
Crisis, including the critical funding that would accelerate addressing.
Crazy. There's no way they'd allow it to happen.
To make important investments to address the roadway safety crisis, including the critical funding that would accelerate the development, and this is an area I've written to you about, of the use of female dummies in crash testing. This will start to fight the gender inequity among vehicle safety and crash victims.
You don't know what you're talking about, do
Sarah, she, her. So glad she has her pronouns there. Otherwise, how would I refer to her when she's not around? You should not go out with me if you're racist / transphobic / misogynistic / etc. What is the etc.? I'm supposed to know what that means. Or you're looking for a hookup. Fair enough. Not really looking for that, but I wouldn't hook up with you anyway. This is absolutely one of my favorites because I have absolutely no clue what it means.
Yeah, it means stay away because they 100% need Michael.
Get some help.
What the fuck? Okay, well, this channel, I assume, just does loads of videos like this. I mean, this is the first time reacting to one of these videos, but I did have a good laugh at this, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I mean, let's just see. Yeah, I guess this is like the videos that this channel's posting at the moment. I might do some more of these reactions then, because this was a good laugh. I'm not gonna lie. Again, if you got offended by this, I'm sorry. I said not to watch it at the start. I identify as the government. I require all of your taxes. You know it's bad when a grown woman tries to debate an actual child and still proceeds to lose. Yeah, bro. He was just like laughing in her face pretty much. She's there trying to basically belittle him, a kid, whilst you're there naked, half naked, promoting your OnlyFans. You're not able to talk down on someone like a kid like that when you're doing stuff like you're doing. Just focus on yourself before you focus on other people, you know, like Jesus, man. Congrats on 1 mil subs. If a 50-year-old man enters my daughter's changing room, somebody call the paramedics. Somebody call the morgue. That's mental. That's just, I can't believe that's, I mean, I believe it, but I just can't believe it. Like, that is sickening, man. But, there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. Let me know if you want more of this stuff. And, yeah, until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.